take projection.
Welcome everybody to Taking on Sports. I am TD. That is Greg. And Greg, how you doing, bud?
I guess as good as I can after yesterday, man.
All things considered, right?
No matter how old I get, I still don't take losses well. Better than I used to. However, man, I just been thinking about that all day. Just one of those things.
Right.
My wife says I take it way too seriously. I don't know. I guess it's just something about us Batman fans. I don't know. We're different.
It was one of those. It's funny. Same thing as you. Like, definitely not as crazy about it as I was, in my younger days. But still, yeah, like now it's like these things, like random things will pop up, or I'll see, especially in the age of social media, you'll see somebody post a stat or something like that, and you'll just piss you off all over again. Like all these, screenshots of like the box scores or the team stats, and you see how, we outgained them by 200 yards and did this. We're better on third downs. Like, like literally the only thing.
Outrushed
them.
Outrushed them. What in the world?
But 3 dumbass turnovers. It's funny. The best thing I saw today that made me feel slightly better, but not, at the same time pissed off again, was someone on social media, I forget who, said this was like the most Saban era ass loss that DeBoer has had yet. And so it was like, so the transformation is going well, actually. And you think about it, and you're right. This is the type of loss that we would have during the Saban era. It would creep up, it'd be against a good team. And just like some random ass shit, a bad, a guy who's thrown 1 interception all year throws a pick 6. 2 fumbles just on dumb stuff, which we'll get to them, man. Both of them, but just the turnovers, missed field goal.
The special teams in general. I mean, we had that on that first, on the punt. I mean, when he took it like 50 yards, got him in the field goal range there. And first to down. The damn field goal. Now, I don't know what Talty was mad about. The holder got this shit down. It was a high snap. The guy got it down.
He got it down. And I know there's timing and everything involved, but that was a chip shot. You cannot miss that. It's a chip shot.
You can't be mad at everybody else at that point. You missed the kick. I feel like, I don't care. College, pro, inside of 40 should be money. Should be no. I get it every now and again, but bro, we need some consistency.
Especially SEC level play, I'd almost say a power conference play. Screw that, man. Like, if you are a high level college play, you think about.
If you're a Division I field goal.
You think about how many kids play high school football in this country and have been kicking, and we got 130 some FBS teams right now. If you were one of the 135 best, and out of thousands upon thousands, you should be able to make, like you said, anything inside of 40 should be pretty much automatic, barring, some crazy wind or everybody.
There's no inclement weather. You're at home. It's earlier in the game, so it's not a shitload of pressure. Come on, man.
Yeah, what was the end of the first half?
Yeah,
you got to make it,
And I get, like, things may have been different had he made it. We fucking lost by 2. There goes your point right there.
Well, and also that, like, you haven't earned the right. It's one thing you're not Will Reichert out here where you're like, you're all.
You can question. Well,
you're all. It's not like if you're 20 for 20 on field goals this year, and then that timing messed you up. Then okay, sure, you have the right to yell, but nah, you're not that dude.
But we're into 2011, 2012 kicking, but we get nervous anytime the guy comes out to kick. We don't know what we're going to get.
It is, yeah.
He looked like a kid that kicks at the game
Pat
day
McAfee.
Jesus.
I mean, we'd be better off getting some of those kids. I mean, hell, we'd be better off.
Hey, it's been a couple that really come in.
Stroked it. Yeah.
And you talking about pressure? That's life changing money, man. Oh,
I mean,
shit.
hell, I'm ready to pull the damn necessary roughness and go to the women's soccer team and see one of them can boot it long. I'm sure.
Hey, I mean they did. I mean they won their regional.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody can kick,
They're
right?
advancing in NCAA tournament. I mean,
Yeah. Somebody can kick inside 30 or 40. I know it. I know it.
but yeah,
Yeah, it should be pretty. It should be pretty. But dude, you don't. Yeah, you definitely have not earned the right to be upset with anybody. Considering we have a heart attack anytime you come out on the field.
I mean, and there you go. That person on social media is right. When is the last time that we spent the first 5 minutes of an episode talking about a fucking kicker? Man,
Dude, it's like who was the kicker in 2011 that missed all the field goals against
was
LSU?
that wasn't Cade Foster? Cade Foster was the kick six
Yeah,
kicker.
yeah. No, it was Cade Foster missing all the kicks at
It was him
LSU.
too.
The kick six kicker was
Oh, I thought that was
that
I
other
thought that was
guy.
Cade. No, I think you're
Foster.
right. You're right.
Cade Foster was the 2011 who missed all the kicks against LSU. The kick six was the guy that got all the hype but never did anything.
Oh yeah, didn't he have that funky ass name? Like some long ass name. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, it was one of those losses. Like we said, outgained them. Played pretty
Ah,
well. Defense played lights out.
Adam Griffith was the dude who missed the kick, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's right.
But the thing that really annoys me in all this is this. You know we have to go in order to make the college football playoff.
Exactly. Now this sets up.
To a spot that's been held to a team that has nothing better to do than fuck up our season.
And there is no.
And
There's no
they,
saving it. There is no, well, look at all the great wins Alabama has. Nah, that would be 2 losses to 2 losing teams. You can't, you can't.
yeah, we've already had our terrible loss.
Yeah.
This should just be a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there would be no moral victories at all.
It's funny. I've seen a lot of people now that the rankings have started coming out every week, the college football rankings, the playoff rankings. I've seen a lot of people bitching online like, oh, I guess we just forgot about that Florida State loss. Nah, just you wait, because it's going to come up big time now around Iron Bowl week, or if Alabama, it's going to come up so much now that we have put ourselves in this situation. And look, Oklahoma's a good team. Brenton Venables, great defensive mind.
Great defensive mind. We had no business losing that
And
game. It doesn't
none at all. We played well. I mean, there's a couple things you'd like to do better on offense. I thought my biggest complaint was they were just spamming that middle blitz. They were just coming right up the middle, and I don't. Did we run a slant or a mesh route or just crossers, just something to?
And can we get some max protection?
Oh,
Can we please get
some max protection if we're gonna. But there were so many times on third downs, and if it's one thing if it's third and 20 or something, and you got it, or third and 10 plus, but there it'd be like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, and he's dropped 7-step drop back, and we all the routes are to the outside the hash marks, and I'm just looking at a naked ass middle of the field. I'm like, where's a slant? Where's a crosser? Where is a little
middle was open
little
all
Texas
day.
route from the running back,
day.
out of the backfield, where he cuts out, angles it, cuts out and then comes back in.
Yeah.
Aside from that, play calling wise, for the most part,
And usually that's usually where Bedard has big things happen. I don't know. He had a quiet game. He just didn't get many attempts.
he did.
I hardly at all yesterday. Now I will say the best part of the offense yesterday was Josh Quavo.
Ooh.
That man had a hell of a game.
He absolutely did. Best hands on the team, maybe.
Maybe so. He doesn't drop passes. He and he's kind of quick actually.
Yeah, he's got that sneaky tight end speed where that there's freaks in nature, like OJ Howard, where he's a big dude, big strides, and you're like, yeah, he's fast, or Kyle Pitts, in college, and then there's like tight end speed where it's a big guy, he gets a catch, and you're like, he's got like a couple yards on the guy defender, and you're like, he's about to get caught, and all of a sudden he gets 20 yards down the field. You're like, oh, okay. Like,
Yeah. I apologize. I guess Jeremy Bernard did better than I thought. 7 for 71. I
I would
didn't.
say, yeah, I remember
I,
catching, but I thought he was quiet late. He got hurt or something. I thought I saw maybe he.
so he had a better day than I thought. But yeah, definitely not.
No, but I mean, they shut down everyone else. Ryan Williams had a quiet game.
He had that
Yeah,
big
big
fumble.
fumble to punt
Yeah.
return. But I mean, one good play by the defender. He just a perfect punch out.
He
Yeah, I
snatched.
mean,
Why is he returning?
that's my question. Like Ryan Williams, I get it, playmaker. He's got a great ability to make a man miss.
Why not have them Bachway back
Has he
there?
ever returned? Why not just Cole Adams, the guy that catches every punt? Just let him do it.
Yeah. Safe.
Safe, yeah.
I mean, he may not get a buttload of yards, but I've never seen Cole Adams fumble the ball.
No. Oh, the
That's right.
line stop a tush
That's-
pusher.
yeah.
But yeah, I didn't. That coaching decision was weird. And then the other big one was at the end of the game. We get the ball, 7-some minutes left, and we decide it looks like we're playing for a field goal, and we're taking the clock down on every snap, and we take the
Yeah.
game just basically down to nothing, and we didn't even cross the 50. I mean, I would have liked to see. I get that you're trying not to leave them some time, but when you
But you got to be a little more
and
aggressive.
we
You
start
don't-
that deep. We were inside our own 10. I mean, get across the 50 and then start slowing it down. And
Absolutely.
also, with that inconsistent ass kicker, why are we playing for a field goal?
What are we doing? Yeah, what are we
Get
doing?
down the field.
Dude,
And,
the dude is not consistent. Sometimes he has great kicks, other times he doesn't. Now, if he's not hitting at the end of the first half, what makes you think
yeah.
with the game on the line against the OU and the pressure situation that he's going to be on all of a sudden? I mean, he could be, but I'm not. I'm not taking that chance, man. You got people that can get you in the end zone. Let's go for the win. Let's be. Like, I would rather lose being greedy or trying or being overly confident in what we
Mm-hmm.
do. Kind of like the Lions coach. That man always goes for it
I'm
on
about to
fourth
say they're
down.
what, like,
Sometimes,
oh,
sometimes I mean, he's done it a couple of times today. It
I
hasn't
think they're
worked.
0-5
But,
tonight right now.
right. But man, let's go out like that. Let's not go out like hoping not to lose.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, it was. I didn't like that at the end of the game
No,
there.
I didn't like it. But on the other side, that defense, man, the defense played a hell of a game.
And that's why I'm mad about that, because I'm like, be
They played an exception. Game of the season. They played.
be aggressive, go for the win with a touchdown. Because if you score the touchdown and give them the ball back with whatever time left, they have to score a touchdown. A touchdown there, we would have been up.
And
Yeah.
they have not done anything with the ball offensively. It took them till the fourth quarter to get over 200 yards of total
Yeah,
offense.
they did nothing. They got a touchdown off a defensive interception.
Pick six.
Yeah, so like they were set up with short fields on the one fumble.
Yeah, on the one touchdown of the fumble. Like, come on, what are we doing?
So yeah, I did not like that.
And they got the field goal off the
other fumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm just like, man, this defense is playing lights out. They have them looking. They had nothing going. They couldn't run the ball. John Material couldn't pass the ball. Man, everybody's hidden. Like, that defense was amped. That was about as perfect a game as you could expect from this defense, and they blew it.
yeah. You could ask nothing else from that defense except maybe it would have been great if they could have forced a turnover at some point. But
Right.
even that said, yeah, we had no business losing that game.
None at all, and that's what's so frustrating about it, because what are we doing? Like, I hate it.
That would have
Man.
been would have improved us to 7-0 in the SEC, which would have meant Auburn.
Pretty much.
The Iron Bowl was
Pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot at that point.
yeah.
And the Iron Bowl, I mean, of course, we're still trying to win that for sure, but it's not 100% pressure.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be this huge thing where now, like you said,
Life or death in fucking in Lee County.
Yeah.
What the
yeah. I mean,
against a team that has nothing to lose.
yeah, right. And DeBoer in his first Iron Bowl in Auburn too. Like one
Yeah,
thing is last year. It's one thing that, but they are two completed.
two completely different ball games.
Yeah, I for the life of me, I just do not know why the fuck we can't beat OU. What's that now? 1-5 against them this century.
Yeah, we can't beat them in the regular season to save our lives.
Yeah. I mean, we had the loss in what 02, loss in the
O
oh
two,
03,
O three,
lost in that Sugar
then we
Bowl,
lost
and yeah,
13.
when what's his name? Trevor
Um,
Knight, is that who like had the ball game of his life?
Weber, but that was Derrick Henry's coming out party. That motherfucker went crazy in
Yeah,
the
I do. I remember.
in
Yeah,
the Super Bowl.
remember being very
But
excited.
no,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah. Trevor Knight never did anything again in his life. Then of course we won the Orange Bowl. But they hit that crazy comeback because we were blowing them out in the first half. And then yeah, last year and this year, just crazy. We cannot. They're like a thorn in our side for whatever reason. We cannot touch OU. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is. It's always close too. It's always we're right near the game. We out beside the Sugar Bowl was kind of
oh, even then, I still remember. I think we had a chance to win at the end in the Sugar Bowl.
we
Yeah,
did
so
we did some yeah.
AJ threw. I
I
think
think they scored out
AJ threw a pick late or
into a
something like
pick.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that 0-2 game, which we were a big underdog in that one, but winning the
And then
Norman,
Norman.
and then the
Yeah.
damn shuffle pass just lit us up.
Yeah.
The 0-3 game, we definitely had no business. Number
Fucking
one,
fake
Oklahoma
punt.
comes in. Yeah, that fake punt. I explained that. I
Oh
explained that trauma to my wife yesterday because when they were lining up for a punt at some point, I was like, watch. I was like, watch the fake with these assholes, and she was like, what do you
yeah.
mean? I was like. And I was like, oh, I guess that game was before she was a student there. But, explain the trauma of
No, one of the
every
worst.
student of our years and every
That
Bama
that
fan who
place is going.
remembers that damn fake punt no three.
That place was rocking. We just knew we were going to beat OU that day.
Yep, we had just cut the lead down on a touchdown to
Was it five? It was under a
it was like
touchdown.
13-10 or something like that.
He had cut it, and
It was a
the
yeah, it
defense
was
was
a
doing
beautiful
work.
pass
About
from
to get the
was it
ball
Brody
back.
Kroll, I think, through a great like a post route to who wore 80 Trandris Luke, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then we got a 3-and-out, like with a couple of sacks, right? Like a dominant 3-and-out,
It was huge.
and then they hit
Yeah.
that like 40-yard fake punt on us, and then touchdown next play.
Stadium.
Yeah,
Ear pin
oh,
drop.
it sucked all the life out, and yeah, that was a ball game. But and then of course last year, and then this year, and it's like, damn man, go back to the Big 12.
Right.
And it,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but what can you do? Yeah, Ty, for the most part, played on, but something about the offense has been off of the past few games, and it's not just that we're playing good
Yeah.
defenses. It's
Yeah.
he's missing
It
throws.
has. He's missing a lot of throws. His confidence is down a little bit. The offensive line
Oh,
is giving him some time, but maybe not what he needs because he seems rushed a lot.
but he also
I don't.
that his fumble, and I believe Kalen DeBoer touched on it, but he's got to
That's
work about
the
getting
fourth or
yeah.
fifth
I think it's the fifth straight game where he's fumbled
game
off
in a row.
a sack.
And Kalen got in his ass right after it.
Well, and he's got to get rid of the ball. He's got to throw it away, or he's got. I think what DeBoer said in his post game comments was he's got to learn that sometimes a punt is a victory.
You gotta
Yeah,
fight to. Yeah, you gotta fight. You gotta play to see another day.
yeah. He said he's got to realize that sometimes tuck that ball in, take
You
the
wanna-
sack, and
Yeah.
let the defense do their thing because they were doing their thing.
They
Yeah.
say they say you want to end every possession with a kick at some point. You prefer not a punt, but a punt is better than what it could
Yep.
be.
Exactly. But yeah, regroup.
Here we are.
Go. Play.
And the thing is, I mean, is we faced adversity already this year, so we know this group can do it. If you know, but it's just a matter of man. But the good thing they got two weeks to get it together. Of course, Eastern Illinois is just whatever before the Iron Bowl. But man, it's gonna be it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy down there. Uh, I just Jesus. I just hope that we just come out ready to go. I mean, it shouldn't be a game, but we already know what it is going to be,
Mm-hmm.
and unless we somehow blow them
I bet
out,
say,
which I don't.
unless Kalen DeBoer is just unaffected by that voodoo and just goes in there and we just play the game, which I
I,
would love. I would love nothing more than to go into that building and
I would
beat
love
the
to
shit
have
out of
like
them.
a, I would love to have like a 2011
Oh
game
man,
there.
yeah.
You know,
Whoa.
when we just went in there and
What
beat
was
the
that, like
shit out of them.
49-0 or something? Just absolutely.
Yeah, and that everybody's like, well, they lose Auburn, they're, and that pretty much got to. I mean, we were already on the verge of getting into the
BCS, yeah.
BCS because of that. We had it so bad that they were screaming LSU, LSU as we walked off the field.
Oh man, but yeah. So hopefully,
Hopefully they come in like that because yeah, it's a way different game in down there than it is in Tuscaloosa.
hmm
Way different game. Um, yeah, so, but they know what they got to do. Hopefully no one feels worse inside. I mean, it seems like he works hard
hmm
when he messes up. He just needs to put this behind him there. Yeah, protect the ball, keep making good decisions. But yeah, we gotta help him out too, man. We gotta give him that max protection when he's needed
hmm
there. Um, I like what Daniel. Let's just make Daniel Hill the starter for right now. I mean,
I agree.
I like Jam, but I don't know what's going on since he got hurt the second time. I don't know what's going on with him,
Yeah, he
but
looks a step
it's not
slower.
it's not
Yeah,
working.
he's not hitting the right holes. Hill just his strength, man. He turns those like little 2 yard gains into 5 6 yard games, and that's
Yeah.
what we need. That's all we need from that running game is just get those tough yards.
We
Yeah.
don't need a 100-yard rusher necessarily. We don't. We just need
Yeah.
something to keep the defense even a little bit honest.
hmm but yeah, hopefully, next week's obviously, Eastern Illinois. So hopefully, my hope is that by the end of the first quarter, the game's so in hand that the starters, we can sit them, we can get the back, we can get the
Man,
backup some time,
maybe
or we can work on,
right.
work on some
Well,
things.
hopefully the first quarter work on what we need to work
Yeah.
on. But hopefully maybe they can see something out of AK Deer. Maybe we can see something out of Richard Young. That oh yeah, they're on the
Yeah.
team
Right. Oh yeah.
because I mean it can't hurt to let them get some snaps. I mean, what could it hurt at this point? I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Let's get them in there. Let's get the backup QB some reps. Always want them to
Yeah,
have as
let's
many
see what
reps.
Keelan does. Let's see what Austin does.
Yeah.
Austin Mack. And let's go from there. Because, honestly, you man, and that's gonna be interesting after this year, man. Because this is Ty's last time. But
hmm
you know what? Whoever doesn't, and you would think Keelan would have the upper hand, but whoever doesn't win that battle, how long do they stay in
Yeah.
Tuscaloosa?
Right. But yeah, and like I said, that's avoid any big injuries and
But
rest up any nagging injuries right
yeah.
now.
Everybody get healthy. Everybody get ready to go. And then we just have to win out there. And, may not be the worst thing because who knows? Maybe we don't qualify for the SEC championship game and just get into the playoffs, sliding in.
Hey,
Hey,
right?
I'm all for that.
I mean, yeah,
Screw the SEC
I was
championship.
about to say, yeah.
I mean, we like to,
I
but
bet say, yeah. I mean,
I
if
mean,
there's a
you
trophy to
prefer.
win, I want to win it. But also, yeah, it wouldn't be the worst
Hey,
thing in the world to
it wouldn't be the worst
go
thing.
in, beat
The Aggies
Auburn,
played
and then have
somebody
some weird 3-way tie thing. Because I think there is. We'll talk about that next week. I'll look up tiebreakers for everything next week.
else.
But
Yeah. It's kind of crazy right now
yeah,
with all the one-loss teams in the
yeah,
SEC.
and I've got in my notes here after we talk about yesterday's games. I got all the conference, what's at stake in the last couple weeks here. But yeah, that's it. I think that's all I have on that dumbass game. Um, yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Oh
All
no,
right.
throw it
All right.
away.
Other big game in the SEC of the day. Georgia just kind of beat the shit out of Texas. They pulled away in the second half.
Dude,
Um,
they kind of own. They kind of own
They
Texas now.
do, and they're kind of Georgia is kind of starting to really fire up, man. That
Yeah, they're looking how.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
still
they're looking like
don't
a
quite have that downfield passing attack, but man, they kind of also haven't needed it.
the defense is
I'm about to say
nasty.
that defense is looking real
Hunter
tough.
Stockton doesn't make mistakes.
Mm-mm, he does not.
They're just playing really good football right now.
Yeah,
Really good football.
yeah, Georgia is lining up, and it's like, here come those guys again.
They're, they're looking.
Yeah.
They're looking like the Georgia you expect to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah. So, yeah, that's about all you can say about that one. It's just
yeah.
they put
Dominic, dude, they cut it. What was it, 14-10,
mm-hmm,
and Georgia's like,
yeah,
oh, not today, guys. Game
yeah.
over, 35-10
But
final.
the I guess the biggest story in the SEC yesterday that wasn't supposed to be any kind of
Oh
story
my God,
happened in College Station.
crazy.
South Carolina opened that game up and was just whooping Texas A&M's ass. And I mean, this wasn't like, oh, they got a couple lucky bounces. They were just beating their ass.
Like,
They were dominating them on
beating
both
their
sides of the ball. Lenora Sellers looked, like, oh, this guy again.
You saw why people were hyped about South Carolina coming into the season. Like
Mm-hmm.
they showed why you should have be worried about them.
And not only that, and they had Texas A&M was out of sorts. They were missing passes. They were dropping so many drops in that first
Yeah,
half.
Reed looked terrible in the
Reed looked
first half. He
terrible.
got two
Casey
picks.
Concepcion was dropping easy passes, and he's been making so many great plays.
Great.
Uh,
Yeah.
and 30-3 halftime lead. They were pissing off Texas State troopers.
Yeah, he got kicked out the game.
Uh,
Nick Harbor. Nick Harbor is such a beast, though. That man, once he gets the ball in that open
man,
field, good night.
yeah,
He's in with an Olympic sprinter too.
that
So
burst,
if you
man.
want,
Yeah, just that turn, that burst, and then you could just tell you're like, oh, he gone. And sure
yeah.
enough, man. All right. First of all, to that state trooper, whatever, bruh,
What are you doing?
bruh,
What are
you
you
are a
doing?
grown ass man, and they are college kids. And just
What are
because
you
your
doing?
team is getting their ass beat, and
What are you
yeah,
doing?
and I saw something today that I didn't catch yesterday too. As even right before that happened, as Nick Harbor's running up the tunnel, there's one of those Aggie Yo Crew guys. He slaps the ball out of his hand. Like y'all,
Yeah, chill
you
out.
better.
Like, what are
I
you
bet so you
doing?
better chill.
You're there because, dude, this is your job.
And look, I'm gonna say something. And I've seen more and more people pointing it out too now, and I'm gonna say it too. Not that I'm saying Texas A&M's overblown, overrated, and they're gonna get their ass whooped in the playoff. But if you look at who they've played this year, that schedule has been a little outside of that Notre Dame win.
Little off. I mean, they get Missouri after Missouri's kind of off a little bit with
Yeah,
the. Well, they did have a big win yesterday, but after they've lost their quarterback for the year,
yeah.
they have a true freshman in there. So that changed that game a
They
little
and
bit.
it's one of and this is one of these. This is what we have now with big conferences is you're gonna have some teams play just a fucking gauntlet and some teams play. Whoop,
I don't play much for
yeah.
anybody. I mean, we've seen it with a lot of folks. I mean, some people never seem to catch breaks, but yeah, A&M definitely seems to have caught a break there. Honestly, no fault of their own. I mean, they couldn't. I mean, we going into the season. I mean, we didn't know that LSU was going to be fall off that
hmm
hard, um, or the Auburn was going to be that bad
No,
offensively.
yeah, and
Uh,
that's just the nature of uh,
yeah, that's just the
the
nature of
big,
where we're at in college football.
yeah.
But yeah, they definitely have had things have really gone in their favor as far as their games.
hmm
I mean, the Florida team that was out of it. Um, Auburn can't score. Mississippi State,
Is
yeah, was not going to win it there. I mean, you saw. I mean, Arkansas had them fighting for their lives. So I mean, obviously they're vulnerable if you get them in the right spot. I mean, they put up 42 on them. I mean, LSU was good till they fell apart in the second half. And then yesterday, I mean, good God, and then South Carolina turned into the freaking Falcons from the Super Bowl.
yeah, and that. that
Dude,
second half, just they could not do anything. A&M was clicking. It was just
and him was just like, dude, like it was just a complete flip. Like, oh
it
my
was
god.
crazy. And then so
And once they scored like twice, I was like, they're about to come back.
Mhm.
You could just feel it. It was a sense. Like, some days, oh, that's cute. They're kind of making it look decent. But I just had a feeling, man, this South Carolina team's about to give up this lead. I
I'm
just
about to
feel
say
like they're not
because
going
they
to
could
have it.
not do anything. They couldn't even get a field goal. They didn't even get
No,
close to scoring in that second half. It was just
like,
like
I'm like, what is going on?
yeah, A&M just completely good. So hats off to them. Great
Yeah,
effort, great win.
great
Great
comeback.
day for Mike
You know,
Elko. Signed a big extension too. So
yeah, that'd have been even funnier losing
yeah,
after that.
especially
But
getting the ass
yeah,
kicked. But
yeah. But no, they did what they had to do, hit the comeback,
wh-
got the
crazy
win.
turnaround because if they
So
had lost that game due to all the weird tiebreakers, if they had lost that game and Georgia went on to beat Texas, A&M would have been out of the SEC title game.
crazy
Just,
how
yeah, just
switch
crazy.
that
Now
quick
they obviously still have a shot. We'll find out a lot more about them in a couple of weeks when they play rival Texas in Austin.
in Austin.
So
And it sounds like yeah, A&M. When was the last time they beat Texas? I know it's been of course they haven't played in a while. Besides last year, but they lost the most overhyped game of the ever, and A&M came out flat.
yeah,
They lost the final game to them in the Big 12 before they
mm-hmm.
left. Justin Tucker hit the
Walk off.
the game winning
Yeah,
kick. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think what happened in 20. They may have won 2010 because that Texas team was not
I'm about to
good.
say I honestly can't. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't.
Yeah, I'd have to really go back and look. But point is right now Texas has been dominating the Aggies in any way
Mm-hmm.
possible, from stealing their manager to any way possible. They've been a thorn in the Aggies side. The Aggies, even coming to the SEC after the Aggies,
mm-hmm.
got away from Texas. They're tired of Texas shit. Got away from them, and then here comes
Mm-hmm.
Texas. So that's gonna be a very interesting game because it doesn't matter what it's one of those games recently. Doesn't matter what the records
Mm-hmm.
are. That won't matter. It's a psychological thing. How do the Aggies come into this game? We'll see.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be very
that day after
great
Thanksgiving
game. Yeah,
schedule is looking
yeah,
pretty great. Uh,
mighty great.
Elsewhere across the country, it was a day of blowouts, man. A lot of the top teams just whooping their.
It was.
But some scares. Georgia Tech, man, they got Chestnut Hill. Woo!
Whoa.
I almost got. I almost
Yeah. I
got.
was a week.
Yeah.
I was a week early on Georgia Tech. I mean, excuse me, Boston College showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't show up for the game. I thought they showed because of that the
The red
the
bandana.
red
Yeah.
game, red the bandana game. They've had some big time games. Showed up a week later. Yeah, gave Georgia Tech all they wanted and then
Yeah.
some.
And Georgia Tech survives. Lives to fight another day. Elsewhere in the ACC, Virginia beat Duke. That was a big one in the
They,
conference title race there.
and really, the ACC has to be thrilled about that,
Mm-hmm.
only because had Duke won the thing, the committee might have pulled that. You guys don't even get into playoff.
Yeah, there's. I
With
was reading one of those crazy scenario things, and it was like, what if? It
yeah,
was basically like somehow Miami actually got in despite not even playing the ACC title game, and the ACC
yeah,
champion Duke, say they won that game, would have been left out
yeah,
because they had like 4 losses or whatever.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, so for the ACC, I think they're probably thrilled
yeah,
quietly. They're not going to ever say it, but they have to be thrilled
yeah,
that Virginia handled business
yeah.
there.
They were. Yeah, they had to be
Handled
happy
it
that
pretty
Tech
well.
came back and that Virginia handled their business.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, everybody respects Tech.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Tech wins the conference, they could get into playoff. I mean, as simple as that. Virginia too. Um,
I don't even. Tech doesn't even have to win the con. If Tech beats Georgia, does I don't. I don't
oh yeah,
think it matters
Tech
what
is
they do in the ACC title game.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's.
but Virginia got a big win there. And then the other one, game day, Pitt, hey, Notre Dame rolled. Kind of. I don't know. I just had a feeling that was
Oh,
going to
well,
happen. It felt
Pat
like
Narduzzi said it.
kind of felt like he said it doesn't matter if we lose this game. Where, and I get what he was trying to do. I think he was just trying to take the pressure off his guys. Hey, we still have
Yeah.
plenty to play for,
Uh,
but it sounded
I
bad.
was about to say it sounded bad. For anyone who missed it, someone asked him about if it was the biggest game in Pitt history or something like that, and he said this game doesn't matter. I don't care if we lose 110 to nothing or whatever. They're not an ACC team, and Notre Dame said okay, and we'll
Okay.
try. And
Yeah. It was over
yeah,
quick.
it was pretty early. It was like okay, yep, Notre Dame
It
is.
was like they had that pick, and yeah, no Notre Dame, and then they got the running game going. Man, Notre Dame is kind of doing what they did last year,
Mm-hmm,
except they don't have the bad loss. They have two losses that they could have won against two very solid
mm-hmm.
teams. Um, but yeah, I mean they've positioned themselves well. I mean, obviously they got to win out there, but man, they
Yeah.
position themselves well. But that leads to Pitt now has the big game next week.
Mm-hmm.
Going, we'll talk about it. But Pitt and Georgia Tech.
Yep. Huge one. Let's see though. Elsewhere, USC.
And
Oh
then
wait, go ahead. What you got?
I was saying in the ACC, I guess Louisville got eliminated
Oh yeah,
Friday
yeah,
night.
yeah. Back-to-back tough losses for
Gee,
them. Not good losses either.
at home though.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah, another game.
Second loss in a row at home.
Speaking
Jeez
of
Louise.
kicks, 2 missed field goals and a missed extra point and a 1-point loss. So, uh,
Yeah, they would have covered. I would have went 4-0 on the weekend, won with some parlays.
yeah, tough loss for the Cards there. Their season, as far as the ACC title, is done. Um,
I'm just trying to go bowling, I guess.
yep, yeah, Clemson, yeah, on a little late run here. So it'll
Yeah.
be funny because all of a sudden they'll get. We'll start this talk over again next season. Oh yeah, they ended last season strong. They got a couple portal guys, so we'll see.
There we go again, right?
Yeah. Elsewhere, USC down to Iowa in a ranked matchup there. Good comeback for the Trojans.
Yeah, they scored what the final 19 points of the game there, so they were
Yeah.
down good.
The American had some big things going on. Navy and USF got themselves into a shootout. Assholes. I had the under. Man, I saw that. I saw them as under 62.5. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll take that. Nope.
Yeah.
Those offensive coordinators were running like reverses and flea flickers, and they were just slinging the ball. Yeah.
Huge win for
But
Navy
yeah,
there. Keeps them.
absolutely. Yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely. Yeah. Big
kind of
win.
puts, puts USF out for now. That's their second
Mm-hmm.
conference loss, and there's a boatload of teams that still have one loss in their
Yeah.
conference.
One of them being East Carolina, who beat Memphis. Good win for the
Even
Pirates. Knocks
huge win.
ends Memphis's.
That likes Memphis out there.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
chance they have. And then former American team Cincinnati upset at home at Arizona. Knocks them back in the Big 12 title race. Yeah.
That's like Arizona's been playing decent ball. I saw something they haven't allowed 200 yards of offense or two in like four games or something, or at least in the past game.
Damn.
So Arizona's been playing pretty good ball as of
Yeah.
late.
And that was a road game. They went up to Cincinnati and beat them in Nippert Stadium.
Yeah.
So,
It's easy for Cincinnati. They now hold BYU this coming up week.
and then another one from yesterday, big conference important for Conference USA, Jacksonville State top Kennesaw State. And then we had a couple big MAC games early in the week. But let's talk about some of these conference races now. I'll just go alphabetical. I'll break it down. The American, you have Navy, Tulane, North Texas, and East Carolina all tied. Next week, East Carolina goes to UTSA, North Texas goes to Rice, and Tulane goes to Temple. Navy is off. So all games that all three of those teams should win. But you never know. I mean, UTSA beat the tar out of Tulane earlier, so look out, East Carolina.
Yeah.
Mention ACC. We know how that's going. Georgia Tech, Pitt, Pitt, Virginia and SMU in there, and you mentioned a big one, Pitt at Georgia Tech next week. That's huge right there. And then Louisville gets a chance to play. Spoiler now, they go to SMU.
Yeah, they go
Yeah.
$2. That's interesting. It's kind of interesting because you. The thing with Louisville is, they have the talent. They just didn't put it together right for 2 weeks. But they're still a good team.
Yeah, you know it's there.
That's a that's a dangerous spot for SMU. But we'll see.
And that was one of those weird losses too, because they have a very reliable kicker situation.
And the defense was phenomenal.
Yeah, going on there at Louisville. So that was
They were kind of like our situation. There was no way in the world they should have lost to Clemson.
no, there wasn't.
As good as that defense played.
Although I do wish we had Isaac Brown in the backfield. But
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, there was no reason they should have lost that game.
No.
They did everything to win except execute certain things. But yeah, no reason.
Big 12, obviously, with that Cincinnati loss, it is Tech and Texas Tech and BYU up top, and then you got a slew of 2 lost teams behind them: Utah, Houston, Arizona State, Cincy. But if Tech and BYU handle their business, they will both be in the Big 12 title game next week.
Rematch. Yeah.
Next week BYU goes to Cincinnati, so a trap for them they got to avoid. But
because they beat the ever living shit out of TCU.
They did, yeah. BYU took out some frustrations on the Horned Frogs there. Big Ten, we know that's 2-horse race. Indiana, Ohio State.
Both had dominant wins yesterday.
Yeah,
No
even a little early. Wisconsin was up on Indiana early, and I was like, "Oh, is this going to be something?" And no, it was not.
No. That was not.
Indiana off next week. Ohio State gets Rutgers at home, and then a big one for that second-tier teams. USC goes to Oregon.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big one for if
would
those
be,
teams want a chance.
That'd be USC's second. Well, that would be USC's what third loss.
Third overall. They're both they're both 6-1 in conference.
Are they? Because who was USC lost to? They lost to Illinois, right?
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, because the other loss is what Notre Dame. That's right.
And of course Oregon's is Indiana, and then also sitting there at 6-1 in Big Ten plays Michigan quietly.
Why are we?
Yeah, so.
Just waiting for them.
But yeah, we know what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Conference USA mentioned Jack State beat Kennesaw, and that was a matchup of 2 unbeaten conference teams. So they're all alone at the top. Kennesaw, Western Kentucky, and then Missouri State all right behind them. Missouri State having a great year in their first year.
Dude, they are first year putting a phenomenal.
But of course, due to that dumb rule, they are not eligible for the Conference USA title game.
You can't do anything, can they? Oh, what is the purpose of this rule?
Man,
someone tried to one time, and I almost slapped them because I like this. Shut up.
I don't know, man. We have discussed this before. I think it was in a couple years ago when James Madison was tearing it up, and we were like, why can't this team get in a bowl game? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And we've seen it in basketball where teams have won the conference tournament and the loser gets to go because they weren't eligible yet.
It does not.
What are we
does
doing?
Not make sense.
What are we doing?
Like
you have to be in a conference for X amount of years. Like they were gonna leave or something. Like what? Where are they going?
I don't like. I get it when it's like a team's last year in a conference or something. If they do that, because it's still stupid to me. If you're playing the games and you should be eligible for the whatever. But
it's like hey, great season, but due to you joining the conference, we're gonna punish you.
So, but props to Missouri State. Good season for them. Next week they go to Kennesaw State. Next week, Jacksonville State goes down to Florida International FIU. The MAC, they had a couple of big ones. Western Michigan put themselves all alone in the first this week. And then behind them, oh man, Central Michigan, Buffalo, Toledo, Ohio, and Miami, Ohio, all sitting right there behind them with a 4-2 conference record. So there's some big ones going up. Next week, Ohio hosts UMass. Western Michigan's on the road at NIU. Buffalo and Miami play in Buffalo. Central Michigan's at Kent State, and Toledo host Ball State. So a lot going on there in the MAC. The Mountain West, they had a big one last night. San Diego State, seventh.
Big win for
Yeah,
San Diego
it's a good
State.
bounce back too after Hawaii whooped their ass.
Oh yeah, they got throttled at Hawaii.
Boise State, man, without Maddox Matson, they look rough on offense. And it was a rainy affair, rare rain in San Diego there, but both teams had trouble.
It fared better in the rain this week than the last.
Yeah.
Because it was raining in Hawaii and they act like they had never seen rain before.
Yeah. They're the Aztecs all alone in first with Boise, Hawaii, Fresno State, UNLV, and New Mexico all sitting right behind them.
And then we get Hawaii, UNLV Friday night.
I'm about to say, big one. Hawaii, UNLV.
Bro, UNLV, dude, they keep on pulling the craziest damn games.
They do, man. Dan Mullen's got them boys winning weird ones.
29-26, 2 overtimes there against Utah State. I mean, they've had, 4 or 5 games where they just pull some shit out at the end.
They do, man. They're hanging around. Boise gets Colorado State at home. I don't know the status on Matson, but, man, the kid that is he is a former walk-on that's playing quarterback now, and I was listening to I want to say it was maybe the Solid Verbal podcast this week, and I think they're the ones that pointed it out, but he was the only offers he got coming out of college were NAIA schools, and he chose to walk on to Boise because he's from there. And he's having a rough time. But San Diego State hosts San Jose State, and New Mexico has to travel to Air Force. So
Max Cutforth.
Yeah.
From now.
SEC, we know the drill there. A&M is alone in first with Bama, Georgia, Ole Miss all behind them. There are no conference games of consequence in the race as far as the SEC race goes next week.
No. But would be interesting to see if somehow Missouri pulls that upset.
I'm about to say there's rumors that Max Probola could be back in time for that Oklahoma game, so who knows?
Interesting. What a performance. While we're on Missouri.
Or Bo Pribula.
Their running back yesterday ran for 300 yards on Mississippi State. And I get Mississippi State defense is not elite, but 300 yards and the D1 college football in the SEC on just 25 carries is ridiculous.
Yes, no, that's ridiculous.
Ahmad Hardy had him a hell of a day.
Yeah, so if they can get Bo Pribula back, and they might be able to.
You never know. They might be living high off that Bama win. We've seen other teams after they beat us fall apart.
Yeah,
not live up afterwards. We'll see what they do there, but kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is in Norman at least for them. The Sun Belt, James Madison clinched the Eastern Division with Coastal Carolina's loss to Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
And then Southern Miss is alone in first in the West with Arkansas State and Troy right behind them.
But they got absolutely house yesterday. Where did Texas State come from?
Right? Yeah, man.
41. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a watch a lot of Sunbelt football, but when I saw that on the bottom line, it shocked the shit out of me. 41-14, a 4-6 Bobcat team took it to them.
Yeah.
In Hattiesburg, nonetheless.
Because they were unbeaten in conference play before that.
Just had a 100-yard pick six.
Yeah. So a rough one, but they're still sitting in first there. And they have
Charles Huff.
Yeah, they do.
Pretty good.
They do
coach,
play Troy last week of the season. So as far as next week goes, Troy hosts Georgia State, and Arkansas State hosts the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. So they both need to win to keep pace there. And then other than that, just some notable kind of rivalry games. We mentioned Missouri, Oklahoma, old Big 8 rivalry. Um, Starting back up, Miami goes up to
Yeah,
Virginia Tech. Um, so Miami's got some.
Virginia Tech is
Yeah,
terrible.
they are. Miami's got some renewed hope to sneak in
Oh,
the playoff. Um,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
Virginia Tech, the
Well,
big news this
who
weekend
the
is
A's?
that possibly a deal getting done very soon for James Franklin to come coach there.
Yeah, but then I heard they had to get it done, or he didn't want to get. I don't know, but I was thinking that would be the perfect situation for James
Hmm.
Franklin.
Yeah, low
He
expectations, time
goes
to build it up.
because I mean you got to think about even in his best years, Frank Beamer was usually what when they had 11 games, 8-3, 9-2,
Hmm.
a fucking legend.
Yeah. Um,
But now he goes 10-2, 11-1 here and there, 9-3 even. Dude, you might be a very well contender for that. At least get an ACC championship game, and once you're there, who knows what happens. So that might be the perfect thing for James Franklin. Not as much pressure, but still an elite enough program that people are going to respect it if you build it back up and get them back where they have been.
yeah, absolutely.
It's be interesting if he actually goes in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then weird seeing this one so late in the year, but Tennessee at Florida next weekend just for some good old rivalry.
Yeah,
Florida
they
gave Ole
they
Miss
they
a game.
gave
Yeah,
they did. They did. They gave kind of everything they wanted
yeah,
there. Man, I was like, man, is Lane gonna let
yeah,
is Lane gonna lose to them again? Is that his parting gift to go to Florida with?
yeah, right. We saw good DJ Lagway again too. So,
We did.
um,
We did.
but yeah, man. So yeah, a lot to play for this coming weeks. Like I said, next week we'll talk maybe some tiebreakers. We'll see how the games shake out.
Yeah.
I'll look up some tiebreaker scenarios based on what we see there. I just wanted to run down where everything is in the conference.
My rivalry week is gonna be freaking
Man,
crazy because it's gonna be so.
it is. It's good.
Oh,
And then
it's gonna be
that
a lot of.
schedule that day after Thanksgiving schedule is stacked. Um,
Oh man.
we
Yeah.
still it's still weird to not have like the Egg Bowl on Thanksgiving night, but
Please put
I
it
know.
back.
Just put it. We do have there's some American game of like Navy at
But
Memphis or something like that,
how
but
do how do how do like teams fans of either team I've never really. I guess I've never really known. How do they feel about? I know like it cuts in your Thanksgiving day, but
um
I mean, do they prefer
I
the
know.
Thursday or do they like on the weekend?
I
Or
don't know much of the I know the only firsthand account I know is our Mallory our own
yeah,
Alabama Tech Mallory, and she said no, she loved it. It was kind of like tradition, became your Thanksgiving tradition. Every,
kind of like the Cowboys and Lions in a way,
exactly,
right?
like everybody at the tailgates making Thanksgiving type food at tailgates, and it's like,
I can only imagine how good that food is. My
oh
goodness,
man, yeah, and so you just kind of work it into it, and I was like, yeah, man, I get that. Like I totally would.
you hang out on the Grove all
Yeah,
Thanksgiving,
right.
get fed, drunk, go to the game at night.
Mm-hmm.
It could-
Had some wild,
I don't think it'd be a better
had some
day.
wild ass egg bowl shit going on too. Yeah, like man,
Oh
yeah.
man, I can't think of a better way to spend the Thanksgiving.
I was about
Really?
to say, yeah,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
yeah. So
Good times.
yeah, so bring it back, man. But yeah, man. Lining up a great finish to the regular season. Um,
Phenomenal.
Anything else in the college game you want to talk about?
Oh no, I can't think of anything. Good job, ESPN and YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Finally got your shit together.
Yep. Yep.
Got to catch the Clemson game. I was, I've been downstairs. I don't know. We've been doing stuff around the house, so we've
Mm-hmm.
been bringing in new furniture, moving stuff around,
Mm-hmm.
and getting things fixed up a little bit. And so I didn't even have my phone with me. Went upstairs, and then I get on three notifications and shit. So YouTube TV, and yes, I said they're back, they're back. I mean, what are you talking about? I said they're back. let me pay my bill, get on it, and get back in. Man, best part of the weekend. Good time. Glad I didn't give in to the going to the ESPN. I almost went there Thursday night for the Bama Purdue game. Honestly,
Yeah, man. No, I didn't even know it had happened. I just kind of turned on YouTube and was like, got that little message that said you have Disney channels again. I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. Like, sweet. Yeah,
Yeah, phenomenal.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was awesome because I almost gave in
Mm,
for the Alabama Purdue game. I was
yeah.
like, fuck. I really, and then I just listened. Actually, I just listened to Chris
Oh.
Stewart and them were doing stuff. So like, it wasn't that bad. I was like, then Friday, I was like, man, I'm glad I held out because I've been pissed off. Because I mean, man, it's just something about the YouTube four screens. Man,
Hmm.
it just feels right. So man, it was good to get
Yeah,
it
no,
back.
yeah, it felt good. The family we're down in New Orleans for the weekend, and the rental place has this nice big TV in the living room, and it was nice to put the quad box back on for
Oh man,
a bunch of games and just sit there and like, all right, yeah,
Mhm.
let's do this.
They kind of have the. Do they have the copyright on the quad box? Because doesn't anybody else does
I
anything
think
quite
I've
like it?
heard that the ESPN app has something similar, but it's not nearly as good because that app
Yeah,
is
real
trash. Yeah.
laggy or something is
Um,
what I've heard.
but yeah, no, good job by them working it out. And everything that was talked about beforehand, YouTube subscribers are going to get ESPN Unlimited access as soon as they work that kinks out, and then
At some point,
and eventually it will actually be embedded within the YouTube TV app itself too, so you won't even have to switch apps. So that's awesome. Yeah.
all
And
that
then also something for down the
that'd
road
be
is
phenomenal.
they agreed to, whatever terms it is that will allow YouTube TV to build like a sports bundle. So so that'll be, yeah. As
I
soon as
saw
they
that.
release that, I'm on it because yeah, there's
That'd be phenomenal.
really nothing I
Yeah,
watch.
absolutely.
Oh
So many
yeah.
channels I don't even check out. So many channels I don't even know what I have. Honestly, I don't know what I have
Mm.
on outside the sports channels and like the local ABC and NBC, of course.
No,
I don't know what channels I have,
and
honestly.
you can customize your guide in that, and so I actually did that like last year at some
Yeah,
point. Where I just put all the local channels and then all the sports channels up top, and then don't even care about the rest because I
yeah.
just don't watch them. Yeah,
Because you have that one where it kind of shows everything you
yeah,
watch regularly, so they put it up
yeah.
there. It's always sports, sports,
That's all
sports,
my yeah.
sports. Every mouse
Yeah,
and
as soon
sometimes
as
it's
you
like,
turn on it, just yeah,
what?
whatever games are playing, it's like, would you like to watch that? It's like, yes, I would. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, so good on
yeah.
them. Hopefully they get all that stuff with the unlimited ESPN unlimited access. They get that worked out quickly. Because I'm told there's some technical issues. What is it?
I'm
Xfinity
not,
subscribers right now are still waiting too. They've had just some, I don't
yeah.
know, some nerdy engineering tech stuff. I don't
But like you said, man,
know.
get it
Yeah,
figured out before WrestleMania.
the Rumble. Yeah, I said the
I'm not
Rumble now.
Wrestle,
Hold
excuse
up
me,
now.
Royal Rumble. Excuse me, no. We want Royal Rumble. I mean,
I
if
bet
you could
say
get it
yeah.
for Survivor Series, I'd be happy. But I can I can
I
hold
bet say
out
because
for that. I'm not overly. But
these
yeah,
war games
let's get it
matches
figured out by
kind of lining
Rumble.
up like they're gonna be some
It
fun. So yeah.
seemed like pretty
But
legit. Yeah.
yeah. So good job by them. NFL. Let's talk NFL. The big day as far as some division races and stuff go. I guess first we should talk about Josh Allen. Good God. 6 touchdowns all by himself today.
Man,
Just absolutely doing work. Big
yeah,
win for the Bills over the Buccaneers. Big day for
absolutely.
my fantasy team as he
They
got
needed
me
that
like
win too.
70 some points. Of course, those
Oh,
assholes.
that's how you
Maybe
steal
I
my
think I'm
list.
better now since the
Okay,
St. Brown didn't have a big game there.
okay, yeah,
But yeah, so I think I actually might. But yeah, of course these
yeah,
assholes, like
absolutely.
I said in the group chat, these assholes are about to average 200 points a game, and these meaningless last few games for my team. Anyway,
Oh, of course.
nobody cares about my fantasy team, but yeah, big win for the Bills. Um,
Yeah, no, the Bills, they
hmm
needed that, man, after
Yeah,
losing
and they
weird
needed
one to
that
the
offensive
Dolphins.
performance too. They've been kind of stuttering lately. So a big one from their MVP there.
Mm,
The Ravens
yeah.
get back to 500. They survived the Browns. It is
It's
Yeah,
a cool
exactly.
Ravens
You and
Browns
you
game.
called it in your picks on the column, and you barely you covered it by half a point, but you covered it. But
Oh man,
yeah, man.
really
And that
good.
it is. I try to tell
Yeah,
people about that. I'm like, man, the Ravens Browns is pretty much like the Iron Bowl in Jordan Hare. For it doesn't matter how bad the Browns are, it's gonna. Yeah, it's
in
especially in Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Yeah, Miles Garrett
too,
had
but
what
it's
4 sacks today, 5 sacks today. They
Miles
and
Garrett was
man,
a
I need
monster
to talk to
today.
Todd
Absolute
Monken because
monster.
he called way too many plays where by design Miles Garrett was left unblocked. I'm like, don't leave that
Yeah,
man unblocked
yeah. What are we
unless it is
doing?
a jet
What are you
sweep
doing?
away from him.
The best,
That that is the only thing
just
I
the
could think
best,
of that yeah,
just the
he should be
best
unblocked.
in
Yeah.
the NFL.
And also
Mhm.
quit calling shotgun runs to Derrick Henry after he's been running down the field from under center and pistol looks. That man needs momentum,
Yeah,
and that one step he gets out of a
absolutely.
shotgun's not going to do it. But
But I tell you, Mark
woo,
Andrews got speed off that
apparently
last
that is a
touchdown.
brand new play that they installed in practice this week called Hurricane. For the people that didn't watch the game, they lined up the Ravens when they do their version of the tush push. It is Mark Andrews that gets under center. Much like the Chiefs and Mahomes, the Ravens do not want to risk Lamar on a tush push, and it usually works. But they have thrown a few wrinkles into it. Was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? He tossed it. It was last week. He tossed it to Lamar Jackson on the sweep. I've seen him kind of take it around the
Yeah,
end and hand it off to Patrick Ricard. But yeah, so he lines up under center, looks like a tush push, steps back, spins, and runs outside and gets a 35-yard touchdown, a rushing touchdown. But and yeah,
Mark
and it
Andrews
pulling away from
booking.
guys. It's that tight end speed.
Man,
The old
yeah. Can't
yeah.
shock the shit out of me,
And yeah,
honestly, but amazing
I
play.
had a
Well,
feeling they weren't
well
just going to
ran,
do the normal
perfectly.
sneak there when they lined up. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I think they got one of these little pitches or something like that, but perfectly executed play, won them the game. Just get the hell out. Because for a
absolutely.
while, I was like, this is mirroring the Alabama game. We got 3 dumbass turnovers. You got what's it? Wester, the rookie
Right.
from Colorado, tried to dive to catch a punt, fumbled it. You had one interception bounce right off of Keaton Mitchell's hands into the Browns defender, who took it for a pick six, and then you had another ball tipped at the line of scrimmage for an interception. So it was just one of those. You're like, oh, this
Mhm.
is stupid. Okay, but they get out there, get back to 500.
Yeah.
The Panthers swept the Falcons today, and Bryce Young threw
Swept
for
the Falcons.
448 yards. Man, all hats to him, or hats off to him.
He has the most. He's the most. But he
He
has the
really
most
does,
up and
man. He'll
down
throw for like a
performances
buck three and 2 interceptions next week.
because in our
Mm-hmm.
in our little money league we got. Of course, in past last week was Dak's bye week,
Mm-hmm.
so throw Bryce in. Horrendous.
Yeah, nearly
This week,
450 and what, 3
phenomenal.
touchdowns.
Man, yeah, big day. But good for Bryce. Are
Six
they
and
at
five.
6 wins now?
Meanwhile, the
So the
Falcons sitting there at 3-7. With their loss
three
today,
and
the Bucks
seven.
fell to 6-4.
Yeah.
So the Panthers are
So
they're in contention for
Panthers
the
are in
division,
contention.
for the wild
Hmm.
card. Man, crazy, crazy. Yeah,
Craziness. That is just wild in itself. But yeah, Raheem
I was
Morris,
about
he
to
may
say,
not have a
yeah,
long
that's
stay in there,
that's
man. But
pretty rough there, and
Jesus,
this team not capitalized. I know what's his
yeah.
face, Michael Penix left the game. Yeah,
I know y'all heard that, but still, you still have
yeah,
another
that
guy who
team
can
is
step
too
in.
talented. They're too good to be losing to. They're getting swept by the Panthers. But yeah, so that was an
Yeah,
interesting one. But yeah, good for
got the
Bryce
hopes
too,
in me.
especially after last year and just all the
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
those all the
Everything that's
takes
gone
about
on
him
in his
being the
whole
worst
career,
number one pick
basically.
ever and all that bullshit. But some
Yeah,
other
but
surprising,
stop
the
it.
Jags blew out the Chargers today. That was kind of surprising. The Rams
Houston.
topped the
Yeah,
Seahawks. Big game, man. Ooh, Sam Darnold had a rough one.
dude.
4 last I
What you
saw.
have
Yeah.
3 or 4 picks?
I about to say the
And
Rams
they
still
still
needed.
were right there.
It was
They
a yeah.
missed the kick.
Yeah, that's right.
They
The
missed the kick.
Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks still could have won,
Like they still
but
could have won.
so
Yeah,
Rams
Seahawks
take control of the NFC
still could have
West
won,
now, and
but
in the
big
AFC
win.
West, the Broncos completed their
Yeah.
sweep of the Chiefs, and they are now.
When was the
Ooh,
last time, man, the Chiefs getting swept in the
I don't know,
division? When
but
was the last
if they
time
don't
that's
win, when's the
occurred?
last time they
It's
didn't win
been
the AFC West too? Man,
that's, that's 5 and
I was about to
5
say
right now.
yeah,
They're not even in the
they're
playoffs
struggling
as
to.
of right now. They're like ninth or 10th.
Let's see. I
I think
got
they're
it
ninth
pulled
or
up
10th
here.
right
Let's
now.
see. No, I don't. No, get off that damn clunky ass website. All right. They are ninth. Yeah, they are right now one ahead of the Ravens because of the tiebreaker. But they are
Hmm.
that's looking rough, and they are
Hmm.
now three losses behind the
Yeah.
Broncos, and then like I said, the Broncos have swept them. So the division's
Mhm.
barring a Broncos collapse, the division's pretty much over. Um, yeah,
1 and 2 in
and
the
right now the
division.
Broncos actually also have the 1 seed.
I mean,
So crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, who had
crazy. Yeah.
the Broncos, Patriots, and Colts as your and Steelers as your top 4? If you say you did, you're a fucking liar.
I mean, we knew Denver was
Yeah,
improving, but damn. And they've had some
yeah,
ugly wins along the way, but hey,
exactly.
they're
And
winning
speaking
games.
of
That's
ugly
all that
ones,
matters.
Philly had an ugly win tonight over Detroit.
Yeah, they did.
It
Turned into a
did,
damn
yeah.
defensive battle.
Uh,
I mean, two teams that you think about with offenses, but man, that re- that
They were,
Eagles
yeah,
defense is
they were
nasty
all
again,
over
and they
Jared
fell
Goff
off a little
tonight.
bit.
I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he was shut down.
Dude,
I
they,
think their leading receiver was
they,
Jameer Gibbs. He had over 100 yards receiving. Um,
Jameer Gibbs was cooking them, and then they would get
yeah,
inside
they
like the
went.
20 and do nothing. But in between the 20
Yeah,
and
and you
20,
mentioned it
Jameer was
earlier, but they
cooking them.
went for it fourth down. I think 5 times this game and did not convert a single one. Which, funny enough,
Oh,
now that puts Detroit out of the playoffs in the NFC. Because they are now sitting at 6-4. They are 8th in the standings, and the Bears at 7-3 are in the lead in the AFC or the NFC North.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so
The
yeah,
Bears
yeah.
coming a
So
long way.
it's interesting. Your boys play tomorrow, Monday night, against the
Very
Raiders.
interesting.
Must win for them. It's,
The trash bowl.
yeah, Steelers beat the Bengals today, but I think the big story at the end was Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase getting into it, and Jalen Ramsey got kicked out of the game for
Yeah,
throwing a punch,
Jamar
and then
Smith.
afterwards it came out. People started looking at the video, looked like Jamar spit at him, and I think we've talked about it on here before, but that is like, yeah,
That's one of the most disrespectful things you could
I
do
have
to
not been
another
in a
man is to
fight
spit in
since
his face.
grade school, but if someone spit on me,
I think that's automatic. I think that'd be an automatic. I'm forgetting where I'm at and what I am right now, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fighting you
I
right
don't think
then and
I'd be
there.
able to keep composed. You spit in my face, yeah, that's gonna be okay. Well,
Yeah, because that's just
yeah,
nasty as hell to begin with. It's just the most disrespectful thing. Call me anything you want. I might cuss you out, but yeah, that you spit in my face, and
yeah,
yeah,
for real,
we're
for real.
having problems.
But yeah, so that's where we're at in the NFL right now. I haven't looked at next week's schedule here. Let's see what we got to look forward to in this slow internet. Let's see. Keep it going. Come on. There we go. Let's see. Buffalo at Houston on Thursday. Steelers visit the
Hmm.
Bears in a matchup of division leaders. Yeah, that's an interesting
That's
one.
interesting.
I see Minnesota at Green Bay. That's kind of a big one for the NFC North. Minnesota, tough loss today. They almost came back on the Bears, but uh, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, Colts at Chiefs. So if the Chiefs want to, yeah, if they want to,
No,
yeah.
that's a good point to come back on. But
Um,
yeah,
your boys they host the Eagles. Um, and then let's see.
can we give them hell week one? But completely,
Mhm.
that was a weird game.
and,
I don't know what we're gonna do.
and
But
then
the way Philly is playing right now,
yeah, and then let's see, Bucks at Rams next Sunday night. So that should be a good one. And then maybe a sneaky good one we didn't expect, but Monday
definitely
Night Football next week, Panthers at 49ers. Either that or
could be
Bryce
interesting.
goes back down for a game. Uh,
49ers
they did, yeah, and
whooped
they
some ass
early.
today, but most people besides Dallas beats Arizona. But did you see Brissett's pass
Oh yeah,
totals? He had like
that's what. Yeah,
40.
Jacoby
He
Brissett,
completed
an NFL
47
record,
passes in
47
a row.
completions, most completions ever in a game. Broke a shared
Bro,
record by
and
Drew
lost.
Bledsoe and Jared Goff with 45. He was 47 of 57 too, so it wasn't like he threw, like a Texas Tech 70 times. Yeah.
No, he had a phenomenal. He had a phenomenal. I mean, that's an excellent percentage. I didn't see how many yards did he throw. Four,
Yeah.
yeah, 452.
Uh
But damn,
yeah.
still lost by 19.
Man. Tough. That's football though sometimes. Let's move it to the hardwood. Speaking
Yeah.
of tough loss again to Purdue, another loss to Purdue for the Tide. Third in a
Third
row,
was that
and
third in a
another
row?
game they did not deserve to win that one. Nate Oates said as much afterwards. You're out rebounded by
No.
24.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games when you get out rebounded. Yeah.
Not only that, we didn't even have a double digit
And
rebound,
I
and they
believe
had
he said,
two.
what's their
Like
guard's
15
name?
or 11.
Smith. Um, I believe, yeah, I believe Nate Oates said that
Braden
he
Smith,
had as many rebounds as our starting front court did. That's a problem. So,
not sure. The good thing is we
hmm
were still in the game. It came down within the minute 30. I mean, we had an
some missed free
opportunity,
throws and yeah,
and we missed a 1-and-1. After we missed a
yeah,
1-and-1, that was kind of it. But yeah, I mean, frustrating game there. I mean, we were back and we were in the game with them. But yeah, man, you're not going to get out rebounded by 20 plus
no,
and
no.
win against Purdue. It's not going to happen. We found that out. Braden Smith is as good as advertised.
Holloway was
Um,
on fire again. Yeah,
phenomenal, phenomenal. Um, yeah. Um, but as we know, the
hmm
beautiful thing about college basketball, you take a loss like that, you learn from it, and it'll hopefully
yeah.
get you better
On
for
to the next
March
one.
because
Wednesday night in Chicago versus Illinois.
onto that big game, that's another big game there. We gotta would like to rebound well,
hmm
win that one. I mean that'd be big. It was a big game today,
Yeah,
Houston Auburn in the midst of the
yeah,
NFL, but big
yeah.
1 point win
Cougs
there
got out of there. Maybe
for Houston.
Corden. Yeah, maybe a foul in that last
Maybe a
play.
foul.
Depends who you ask, of course. Um, but
Mhm.
tough loss for Auburn there. Good win for Houston to go in there get that win. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
in the pro game, in a season of just disappointment for our teams, at least some sort of good news this week with your Mavs firing Nico. Finally got.
Nico.
I
Should
was
have
about to
happened as
say,
soon as
yeah.
he brought up the Luca trade, but anyway. Well,
Mm-hmm.
dollar they laid a dollar short, but it's happened. Supposedly, Mark Cuban's going to get more involved in the basketball side of things
I'm about to
again,
say, yeah,
which would be fine. I mean,
they were
we'll
consistent
see.
winners under him. So
I saw.
uh, NBA one NBA
Yeah,
title
I
should have had
mean,
two in '06. If not
so
for the refs. Um,
yeah, right. So I mean, that doesn't bother me at all there. But man, we won
hey,
tonight. Won a game actually. Beat Portland. But man, it's just a matter of.
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be a long season, man. I mean, AD's out another 7 to 10 days, and then after that, who knows
Yeah,
how many
right.
more days?
There's not
I
even a
mean,
timetable for Kyrie to come back,
and,
is there? Yeah. Oof.
no, sometime maybe January, and then everybody's already asking, hey, you want to talk about trading when Kyrie comes back? He wants to come play with a playoff contender.
Oh man. And then
uh, so
about saying
long
down here in New
season, and
Orleans,
you
they
guys
finally
fired your
fired Willie
coach.
Green again. Probably shouldn't have been started the season. They got rid of the front office. They probably should have got rid of him too. But word is that ownership really liked
Probably.
him. Well, that's great. He's a nice guy. At the time,
Be
yeah.
friends
At the
after
time, he was the
the
right
off season.
hire. Still shouldn't have. He shouldn't have been back this year. He never quite. Even when he had a healthy roster, the best they did was losing that series to Phoenix in the first round. Granted, that was a tough Phoenix team, but still. Um, and then obviously
No,
that
still.
that loss to
Mhm.
the Lakers in that play-in game, and then just that lifeless series against was it OKC where Chuck
Oh.
Chuck told him they were going to Galveston in that dirty ass water. So the birth of that meme, but yeah. So at least a little bit.
Oh man, funny.
And same thing, we got our own injury guy Zion. Had his little hamstring thing. It was supposed to be 7 to 10 days, and it's like,
Yeah,
sure, we'll see. Yeah,
might
we'll
come
see.
back by
Uh,
Christmas.
yeah, just whatever. I about to
Oh,
say I
just just a long,
and the worst
long
part is
season.
for Pels fans is that we
Oh,
don't even have our damn first round pick next year because of that Derek Queen trade.
dude, I saw ours after this coming up draft. I don't think Dallas has one again until 2031.
Man, um, I guess silver linings again. That's what you look for when your teams are this bad. But at least
Yeah,
Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen, they've shown a lot of flashes of some potential. So
I got some potential.
still shouldn't have traded next year's first round pick for Derek Queen. Definitely feel we could have got away with a second round or some type of package for him. But um, yeah. And then that's all I really got on the NBA. Elsewhere, some miscellaneous news. Major League Soccer has decided to switch to the FIFA calendar, which means they will follow like the pretty much every other soccer league in the world, where they will start in kind of August, September, and then they will go through April, May. So that's good. I've always said that uh, Major League Soccer shouldn't um, shouldn't try to compete with American sports. They've always kind of modeled it after, and they tried to go with, oh, how do we get the American fan? How do we get people to watch this over football or baseball? Let's avoid, going up against the NFL. And I've always said that they shouldn't worry about that, and they should just worry about making a good soccer league and getting soccer fans and to watch them. And one of the way you do that is you mimic the best leagues in the world, and you go by their calendar. That'll make things better in the transfer windows for the teams in the league too. They also announced that in the future they will be getting rid of the conference alignment setup, so that'd be interesting to see how they do that. But yeah, I thought that was a good decision for them, and one more step toward quote unquote legitimacy in the world of soccer there for MLS.
which makes sense.
Yeah, 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 makes sense. But yeah, that's all I have in my notes. Is there anything else in the world of sports you wanted to touch on?
No, I'm just gonna take a minute to get over what we saw last night.
Yeah, no, yeah. It'll be one of those things where randomly this week you'll just think about it and
See,
get mad all
or
over again.
you'll see some post and
Yeah,
piss you off all over again.
yeah.
And then there's a
Um,
boatload of fan bases that love to remind me of what happened. So,
yeah, exactly. But what can you do?
yeah.
Suit up, stay healthy versus
Put
Eastern
up, stay
Illinois. Get
healthy, and
everybody. Yeah,
get ready for the goddamn Iron Ball.
yeah, right. Get ready for the Iron Ball. Hopefully, basketball goes into Chicago, beats the Illini.
Absolutely.
But yeah, if we got nothing else, thanks again for listening, y'all. Subscribe, rate, like us, do all that good stuff wherever you listen to your podcast. Check out all of the family of Alabama Take podcast on the
Mm-hmm.
alabamatake.com.
True.
You can see our writings and other podcasts there, like our bets column Friday. Greg, what, 3 in 1 week for you?
3-1.
There
We've
you
been letting
go.
it down, but finally, getting somewhere.
I was gonna say, I think as a whole we're hitting our stride late because I went 4-0 last week. Blaine went 4-0 this
There
week.
you go, 4-0. Nice.
Yeah, he did. He got that. He had the Bills today.
Nice.
So he went 4-0. I think we all had winning
Winning
or at least
record?
500. I went 2-2 this week, I believe. But let's see. Let me double check that. Let's
I'm
see.
trying
I
to bet
had.
you
Oh
go.
no, I went 1-2 yesterday, and I have over in the Cowboys and Raiders tomorrow. Over 50.5. So
Which is
uh,
very doable.
I'm about to
I
say
was
with those defenses, I hope so.
yeah,
Mallory went. She went 2-1-1. She had a push today in the
this is
Packers Giants.
nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So hitting our stride a little too late, but
I
hey,
will wait.
still, yeah. But yeah, check that out. AlabamaTake.com. Follow us on all the socials at Taking on Sports. You can check out Greg doing some writing over at Bama Hammer.
Yeah,
As always, tell your friends about us, tell your rich friends about us. Anybody wants to sponsor us, you know where to find us. Holler, holler.
absolutely.
If you're interested in starting a podcast of your own, email the Alabama Take at gmail.com. Blaine will tell
Send,
you what's up. Yeah.
send 250 cash. No.
Yeah. To each member of the board, the Alabama Take.
Yeah.
No.
Funny
But
stuff.
yeah. And then I think there was once. Oh yeah. Like I said, we don't do done up real good much anymore around here, but I do want to say a done up real good too, and a thank you to all the doctors and nurses and all the team over at UAB. Successful liver transplant from Pops last Sunday night into Monday morning.
Phenomenal.
So he's
Phenomenal.
recovering well right now. Everything looking good. So good news there. Thanks y'all. They do good work there. But
Awesome. Good stuff.
we will see y'all next time. We'll be back next week. We'll talk some college football. We'll know what that last week of the regular season is set up to look like.
Oof.
Yeah, we'll know a little bit more about some
Should be
conference races.
not
Yeah.
on paper. If everything goes, man,
Mhm.
that last rivalry weekend, and man, that's gonna be a crazy weekend.
Yeah,
Really,
absolutely. Yeah. So
from Thursday on.
yeah, exactly. But Greg buddy, I will see you then.
Yes, sir.